This creator, he popped up on my For You page, and he basically said pretty privilege isn't real in the gay community. But let's dissect that real quick. Explain why certain guys get treated like celebrities just for existing, while others with just as much heart, just as much personality get overlooked. You see, we act like confidence and personality levels the playing fields. But let's be honest, a lot of people not give you the chance unless you fit the aesthetic. Mask, tone, light skin, right? Whatever the current trendy it look is. And it's not just about dating, it's about social circles, parties, even how people treat you online. Okay, so you post a thirst trap, 10K likes. If you post something meaningful, crickets, radio silence. So maybe you don't see the pretty privilege because you benefit from it, or because it's normalized and just feels like a preference. But a lot of people don't know that preference becomes a privilege when you realize who's worthy of love, attention, and opportunities, right? And the ugly truth is that we built an entire community over visibility, and there are still people in the community being looked over, being treated as invisible, right? So yeah, pretty privilege might not be your experience, but that doesn't mean it's not real.
Is being attractive in the gay community really a privilege or a curse in disguise? In the gay community, looks often open doors that personality can't. Gay male pretty privilege is real. It's the unspoken rule that men who fit a certain image, that are usually young, fit, masculine, and often white or lighter tone, receive better treatment, both online and in real life. Whether it's on the apps, in public, and even in friendship groups, conventionally attractive men tend to gain more attention, validation, and social power. But this privilege comes with a cost. For those who don't fit that image, it can feel like being invisible. The constant exposure to perfect bodies and filtered faces leads to insecurities, body image issues, and a sense of not being good enough. Unfortunately, many gay men struggle with this comparison and self worth, feeling trapped in a culture that links beauty with value. Even those who benefit from this privilege aren't really free from it. The pressure to stay attractive and maintain an online image can become exhausting. When looks fade or attention shifts, confidence can crumble. But the truth is, gay male pretty privilege reflects the same standards and exclusions that exist within the wider world, shaped by race, class, and unrealistic expectations. Real progress starts when we expand our idea of beauty and worth. The connection, kindness, and authenticity should matter more than abs or filters. Everyone deserves to feel seen, not just those who fit the mold. But let's unpack this and talk more about it. What's up, you guys? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Aquadante, and I'm back at it again with another video. Now, I put up a poll asking you guys which video did y'all want first. Now, unfortunately, this video did not get the most votes. However, I was already going to come out with this one anyway first, so that's that. Now, as you guys can see by the title, we're talking about the truth about gay male pretty privilege. Now, as you guys watch this video, this is not going to be a video of me creating this pity party. I'm not going to do none of that because I feel like I just want to have a logical conversation with you guys about the truth. It's some people who feel as though gay pretty privilege don't exist, and it's some people who feel like it does. Now, I happen to be that person as to why I feel like gay pretty privilege exists. When it comes to pretty privilege, just to go back to women, you see it every day, within TV shows, within movies, within music videos. Light skinned women tends to get the most attention versus dark skinned women. And that has always been a conversation before all of our time when it comes to attractiveness, when it comes to being attractive, conventionally attractive, I must say, as opposed to dark skinned people who are very beautiful, which I fit that mode, but we may not be in the forefront as of much. We may not get the most views, or we may not get the most, I don't know, likes and stuff like that. Now, that is subjective, but that's just my opinion when it comes to pretty privilege, right? Now, just because you are light skinned, it doesn't mean you are attractive, but that's just my way of viewing things when it comes to what society think that is beautiful, I must say. The things that I came up with that we're going to speak on today is colorism. I want to talk about the downsides of pretty privilege, the difference between being conventionally attractive versus unconventionally attractive. And of course, within all of my videos, y'all know I always got to sit back and watch some videos. Okay, so we're going to make sure we do that towards the end. Now, before we get into this, if you are somebody that's been watching my content and you really like it, but you just haven't really subscribed yet, I'm gonna tell you to do it now, okay? And I'm not asking, I'm telling you, because look, you've been watching me and you like me, so it's like, girl, just hit that button. It's not gonna hurt. We are on the way to 30,000 subscribers, y'all. We've been doing our big one. We got Vlogmas coming up. We have so many great things coming up for this channel. So I'm super excited for where this channel is headed. And again, thank you guys so much for your love and support. First things first, I want to get into the difference between being conventionally attractive versus unconventionally attractive. So, being conventionally attractive fits within society's common beauty standards, deemed desirable by the mainstream. Having a symmetrical face, clear skin, jawline, and being in shape or fit. Being unconventionally attractive is a striking and unique beauty that goes against mainstream beauty standards. Often has a combination of conventional features with one standout unusual feature. When it comes to being conventionally attractive, basically what they're saying is someone who, when you see them, the majority of people would just automatically think they're handsome or they look good, right? Now, as opposed to somebody being unconventionally attractive, you may not be ugly, but you are someone that people may not look at and be like, oh, he handsome. Like, everybody may not say that. The majority of people may not think that. Now, when it comes to this whole conventional and unconventional talk, I genuinely hate it only because I feel as though this stuff is subjective. The reason why I feel like this is because I watched a couple of guys express their whole experience with gay pretty privilege, and they even label themselves as conventionally attractive. Now was no shade when I say this, but it's like some of them that were kind of speaking on it, they wasn't really attractive to me. Who are we to categorize people who are conventionally attractive or unconventional? Like, that's weird to me. When it comes to beauty and the way I see it, I'm more focused on the beauty that's what's in here. So you can be the most handsomest dude that I ever ran across. If your attitude is nasty or like your spirit, your energy is just evil, I'm gonna automatically just label you as ugly. Your whole presence to me is just not attractive anymore. But that's just the way I view it. One topic that I want to talk about is colorism. Now, I do want to get into the definition before we talk more about it. Colorism refers to social hierarchy that privileges individuals with lighter skin tones over those with darker skin tones, even within the same racial or ethnic group. Colorism can manifest in various contexts, including media representation, workplace dynamics, and interpersonal relationships, significantly affecting individuals' opportunities and self-esteem. Colorism is so real within the gay community, and this is something that I want to address, and I'm so tired of seeing it on Twitter, but it's like whenever I see not only a gay man, but he happens to be dark-skinned and he's feminine, why do I always see people be so colorist towards them? Like, I don't understand it. It's like they can't win to lose for nothing compared to a light skinned boy or a white boy that happens to do those things. Yes, they may get hate, but they don't get as much hate as the dark skinned gay boy does. And I think that is so weird. I want to bring up a situation that happened that I feel like really relates to colorism. It's a Baltimore TikToker by the name of Cash. Now, he's been around on social media for years. I think he's been doing this stuff for a very long time. He basically expressed how he feels light skinned people are better than dark skins. That's just how he felt, and he stood on it.
So why you think light skins are better than dark skins or other shades of black? I don't know. That's just my thought. That's just my personal opinion. Like, can't nobody stop how I think and how I feel. Like, what? And if a person feels some type of way, that's just within themselves. Because a bitch not gonna move me or have me feel no type of way. I don't give a fuck. That's not colorist. That's nowhere near colorist. Do I think my friend is ugly? No, I don't. Why would I think my friend is ugly? Why would I think Marnie ugly? Just because I don't want to be dark skinned does not make her ugly. I just don't want to be dark skinned. That's not something I will ever want to. I can't see myself being dark skinned. I just can't see myself being dark skinned. Yeah, Marnie is cute. Yeah, she cute. But stop. Reason. It's really not a reason. I honestly don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't even say why. Like, bitch, I just think light skins are better. Like, I just think light skins are better. Like.
Now, what sparked this conversation, we want to go all the way back to when he was on live and he happened to be on Monkey with his best friend, which happens to be gay. He a dark skinned dude, just talking to different guys and stuff. And Cash had asked the dude that was on Monkey with, which guy did you want? Did you want me or did you want him? I'll let you guys take a look.
Well, which one you want? Pick one.
Scudo with dark skin. I don't know. I want the dark skin one.
The dark skin one over the light skin one?
What you want, my Instagram or something?
Yeah, let me get your Instagram.
I already typed it.
But when you are a person that solely feel like you're better than the next person because you are this skin tone or you're this race. That's weird as hell to me. It's crazy. Another situation I want to talk about briefly when it comes to colorism is Sty and Chris Cotter. These two are killing it right now. They're doing a big one on YouTube. They're doing a big one on damn near every social media platform. Like, you see them everywhere. But I kind of want to talk about Sty a little bit. Now, Sty is someone who happens to be dark skinned. He doesn't always dress up as a girl, but sometimes he want to put on a wig. He want to put on his booty shorts to express himself. Now, whenever he does this, Twitter always, social media in general, always tends to like go crazy on him for no reason, like just being mean. And I feel like a lot of this hateness, it really stems from colorism, like, because you really don't really see Chris get a lot of backlash for how he dresses, because Chris also sometimes dressed like that as well. Again, being black, gay, and feminine, oh my gosh, it's like a double homicide. It really is. It's crazy. But to my dark skinned boys out there, still love your damn self. No matter how much people try to be funny with us, still love yourself, okay? That's the whole concept of this whole colorism thing. Don't ever let anybody's opinions on how they view beauty dictate how you should view yourself. Like, you have to still love yourself. And this goes for anybody, but really to my dark skinned gay boys out there, y'all know I love y'all down. And I want to get into the downsides of having pretty privilege. So when it comes to somebody having pretty privilege, they can face these things. So I said being objectified, the potential of shallow relationships, the pressure to maintain perfection.
Another thing that is difficult about existing within the black gay community is the colorism and the anti-blackness and the pressure to fit into a certain aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? If you don't look a certain way, walk a certain way, talk a certain way, act a certain way, present a certain way, have a certain set of features, people will regard you as trash, right? Now let me say this, you shouldn't really give a fuck about other people's opinions. And if a person has that type of mindset, you shouldn't even want them around you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no use in you racking your motherfucking brain about why that type of person don't fuck with you. But it is still very like disheartening. You know what I'm saying? And what makes the shit even shittier is that this is not even just the dating realm. You know what I'm saying? This also is the platonic realm. That no fats, no film shit, that desire to be surrounded by light-skinned people, that exists within the platonic world also. A lot of people do not want to be your friend if you are not light-skinned, if you don't have a certain type of body, if you don't look and present a certain type of way, and I feel like that's just foolishness. For us to be in the gay community where it's already hard enough to establish any sort of connection, you know what I'm saying? To add an extra layer of difficulty is fucking stupid. And a lot of people don't realize that when they are participating in colorism and anti-blackness and that whole you have to fit in aesthetic bullshit, you're actually making it difficult for yourself. Like, that's not just difficult for the people that you force that on. That comes back around to you. Karma is a bitch, and she's going to eat everybody up. I think people don't really understand that. And then another thing that I've experienced and bear witness to is that people in the gay community almost want you to be untouched. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have too many friends or if too many gay people know your name, you know what I'm saying? If people are seeing you out with too many other gay people, they automatically assume that you are ran out, thought it out, bopped out, that you are known in the city. And it's like, no, some people are just more social and just a little bit more friendly than other people. And I'm also say this is another thing that I said in one of my videos. Y'all people who experience a string of difficulty when it comes to dating, y'all telling people that the only solution is to date outside of their race, like, y'all bitches gotta shut up. Like, I'm all for interracial relationship. If you want to date outside your race, hey, I believe that you can find happiness anywhere. But when you are going up to other people and they're telling you, oh, I experienced this, I experienced that, and your first response is, oh, date a white man, that's not the tea. That is not the tea, and it's never going to be the tea. Never going to be the tea. I am never going to go around and advocate for people to date outside of their race in order to find happiness. Is it difficult dating and finding friendships and all that other shit within the black gay community? Yes. Is it probably going to take you a while? Yes. Is it going to take some elbow grease? Yes. But the interracial dating and telling people that they can only have, friendships outside of the black community, foolishness. Foolishness. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot of dumb shit that we deal with being black gay men.
I had to include this video because, like, when I was watching for like the first 2 seconds, I was like, yes, he about to eat the girlies up. But yeah, he touched on a lot of good points. I still want to go back to the whole platonic thing though. That is so true. There's a lot of gay boys who are really just be friends with you based off aesthetics or how you look or the skin tone that you are, unfortunately. He also spoke about interracial dating. I just say date who you want to date who's going to like you. And if that person happens to be another race, then oh well, it is what it is.
Y'all seem to like my video about pretty privilege and, misrepresentation of the gay community so much that I figured I'd do a part 2. So to start off, I hate it when aesthetic men think that they can use their looks as an excuse for their racism, fat phobia, and homophobia, because honestly, what size crown did you stumble upon? And yes, homophobia does still exist within the gay community, because there's either too femme or too mass, and the men that are in between are nowhere to be found. Where the fuck are you guys? It's okay, I'm one of them. We like to stay inside. We're aware of the situation, and we don't want to be part of that shit. And you know how drag queens or, trans men and women are only used as a funny friend of the group, and it's crazy how they're never invited anywhere, but it's insane how they invite us everywhere, making us aware that we actually have a family within the LGBTQIA plus community. And the amount of misrepresentation and stereotypes that are created based off of social media, based off the men that are chosen to represent us, that are muscular and have 0% body fat, that creates beauty standards for us to uphold, and when we're not, it makes us feel like shit. And the real representation is being done by people in the background.
Hooking up with someone attractive is not a measure of how attractive you are. And on the side of TikTok right now with the pretty privilege in Austin, Texas, and are gay men attractive? Two very interesting conversation starters. It is very easy to hook up with hot people in the gay community, even if you are not hot. You don't even have to be attractive to hook up with a really hot person. You might attribute that to low self-esteem. You might attribute that to like a great personality. I attribute it to men are extremely horny. And we have a community where we are male-centered. We place a lot of worth in validation and hooking up with the hottest guy we can find and the most amount of men. And, there's a messy component too. If you take that belief or you think that, oh, if a hot guy pays attention to me and I can hook up with them, then I must be hot. If you take that belief into public spaces like the club or social circles, you will be severely disappointed in how these people treat you, because they will treat you very poorly. And so when you have that content creator, I think his name is Sean, I think it's hilarious. I think he's right on many points. He's saying that they treat him really poorly. They call him terrible names. The gay community is extremely judgmental. I believe that part. And then when he says that he has a full roster, I believe that part too, because gay men sexually are very open. It's just that when it comes to the social circles, when it comes to hanging out in clubs, they're choosing people, like sex aside, they're going to choose people who look similar to them, who are attractive to them, because that's what they want in their friend group circles. Like we talked about the hierarchy before. A lot of gay men just hang out with other gay men that look exactly like them in terms of attractiveness. There's like less competition. There's no stepping on each other's toes. That's who they can get, and that's who they want to associate with. And so this conversation, like, oh, maybe it has to do with personality. There's a component to it, but I do think that it's really just because gay men are extremely vain and picky, and they want to hang out with people who look like them and affirm their belief that they are that level of hot. And so if you want to hook up with a really hot guy, you can. It has been done before. You do not need to be hot to hook up with hot men. That's my story. And then we can talk about whether gay Asian men are hot later.
You really do not have to look a certain way anymore to date, or not date, but to have sex with anybody. It don't take much. Okay.
A few moments later.
Okay, so as you guys can see, I was kind of confused as fuck as to what happened, but apparently my camera did not die, but it is hot right now. So I'm just going to finish off, and I'm going to end this video off with my phone. When it comes to hookup culture, and like the guy said about how you really don't have to look attractive to hook up with another attractive dude, I 100% agree. And again, this is why I feel, and then when he was talking about, but when it comes to hanging out with these attractive gay boys, it is a lot of gay boys, unfortunately, that feels like you have to look the part to hang with them. It's very unfortunate. But y'all, I hope I did good with this video. I tried my best to format it in a way that makes sense. So I was incorporating colorism. I included, being conventionally attractive versus unconventionally or whatever. So be nice in the comments. Be nice in the comments. But y'all know I love y'all down. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.